Saturday is Earth Day, and you can celebrate by finding new uses for items you have just laying around the house. Now, here to inspire you is Eileen Adkins from Leen On Me Organizing.
Hi.
And I'd like you to move into my house for a couple months because I could use some organizing.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. So today we're going to focus on reducing, reusing, recycling in our home and our offices. And when we start little in our home, it spills out to the environment. Absolutely. One of the little points on here was 2.5 million water bottles get thrown in the trash every hour.
Every hour?
Every hour, just in America. So something as simple as using your reusable water containers, your coffee containers in the morning, your lunch pack, instead of bringing, takeout, use that.
So when you go to Costco and you see people coming out with the red cups and the paper plates, you're going like,
well,
what's going on
I
here?
know, but sometimes you have to do it. We need it for some stuff, but if you can find little areas of your day that you can, eliminate that, awesome.
All you gotta do is look in your recycled garbage can and you see so much stuff you're sending out.
Yes, it's crazy how much stuff goes out. And even just doing something as simple as getting your magazines on your iPad instead of getting them in the mail, you're reducing the paper. Doing your bill paying online, you're reducing that paper coming into the house. And then as far as reusing, a lot of us are using the grocery bags.
Oh yeah.
Take it a step further. If you're one of those that buys the lunch meat every day or every week for your lunches, take the containers into the grocery store.
Oh, you're the person in line ahead of me that I want to kill.
You take those.
What are you doing?
Take it a step further.
Hurry, lady.
But if it's something you see yourself throwing out all the time, think about it and think about how you can change it.
It's true.
Just
folding your bologna in front of me on the line. I like that.
Just doing maintenance on your small appliances, whether it's kitchen appliances, your tools from the garage, your hair stuff.
Not throw them out, you mean fix them?
Clean them. Clean them. Just do a maintenance run. Clean them once a month. So many people say, oh, the George Foreman, it's filthy, I'm just pitching it.
Right.
Why pitch it? If you keep it clean, you can donate it, someone else can reuse it, or you can still be using it.
What kind of places can you donate stuff like that?
So that's a good point. So find the local places in your community, find out what they need. Westside Catholic Center is a great place. Goodwill. We have a lot of things out. I'm out in Geauga County. Habitat for Humanity is in every county. They'll take your old building materials. So things like 2x4s, stuff left over from a project that you think, what am I going to do with it? I'll throw in the burn pile. They'll take it. They'll use it.
That's excellent. That's good. That's a good tip.
Yeah, so really knowing what's out in your community and what people need. The phones, that's a great...
I got a drawer full of those.
Exactly. Find out who needs them. Women's shelters will take them. Westside Catholic Center might, I'm not sure, but there's places that'll take them, or like Staples, Office Max, you can return them to them and they'll recycle them.
Plus, you're not supposed to put those in the garbage anyway because of the batteries, right?
So if you take them to a store, they'll recycle them. Same thing with clothing. You can take them back to some stores, they'll recycle them.
What's up with this?
So this was just a fun little thing we did with some jeans that were gonna go in the trash because they were not good enough to recycle.
I'm gonna pick it up, guys. Here you go so you can see it.
So we just did a little Pinterest project. Everybody loves Pinterest. Did a little project and cut it out and made a little 4th of July banner.
So this thing is like what, 8 or 10 feet long or something like that?
Yeah,
you hang it up?
yeah, and we just keep adding to it. And it's just a fun little thing with just old material that would have got thrown out.
When I was a kid, when they didn't have clothes dryers, this was called laundry.
Yeah, exactly.
Hanging socks on the line.
And then the necklace is made out of old magazines.
Oh, that's great.
So that's another great thing.
How do you do that?
That was a project, I can't remember the country it came from, but it was a project on a college campus that they were doing, and the women were selling these necklaces that they were making out of the magazines.
We've got big containers. What's going on?
So this is a great just desk side recycling. This is an average household, only a couple days of stuff that comes in that can get recycled. Yeah. These containers, picked them up at Target, $40. To me, this is a simple way to get started in your house because it's smaller. When people get too much, they get overwhelmed.
You don't want to do it. So what do you put in? What do you put in the blue? What do you put in the yellow?
So for our household, what we recycle the most would be our plastic, our glass, and our paper. So that's what I'm using them for. And then if you don't have curbside recycling, a lot of people don't, know the locations. Keep an eye out on your way to work, on your way to taking the kids to school. The schools all have the paper recycling bins. They get money for that. Yeah. So look for different places in your community that'll take the recycled items.
I got to tell you something. At my house, every 3 days, if you don't get rid of this, it's like the blob. It gets bigger and bigger and it devours you.
It is. So that's where it comes in. Using your Kindle or whatever for your magazines and going paperless as much as you can.
Where do you shop for your cold cuts? I don't make sure I don't go
Heinen's.
there. I don't get in line behind you. Hey.